This bout is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds. First, fighting out of the Frankie's Body Shop red corner, he weighed in at 140 pounds. Fights out of American Killer Bees in Cleveland, Tennessee. And tonight he is making his Muay Thai kickboxing debut, Levi Geesey. And his opponent across the cage to my left, fighting out of the OEB blue corner. He weighed in at 140 pounds. Fights out of Shield Systems in Knoxville, Tennessee. And tonight he is making his Muay Thai kickboxing debut, Caleb Spangler. Your referee when the action begins is Jimmy Neely.
Jimmy Neely, our referee in this junior Muay Thai bout. To kick things off here at Valor Fights 49 in Maryville, it's presented by Thunder Roads Magazine. Levi Geesey in the black trunks, black shin guards. Caleb Spangler, black trunks, red shin guards. And we're underway.
Yeah, and here we go, right out of the gate. You saw Geesey looking for that kick. And these kids are mixing it up right out of the gate here. Wow. Spangler on the prowl. And they just aren't stopping. You saw Spangler slip up a little bit there, but right back up.
Wow, both fighters just aggressive and letting the hands go. The kicks as well.
These two debuts, I've seen this time after time. You know, most of these competitors, they come out like this with a head of steam, and then it's going to be gut check time here. So I can see both of these young men have tremendous chins.
Kick. Spangler, now the aggressor.
And here comes the clinch work, perhaps.
Levi a little bit in the black shin guards, a little bit more willing to throw the kicks so far. And there's, of course, one from Spangler.
All right, both of these fighters have sort of settled in here to sort of a stance. Now we're going to see the technical side of the fight.
You gotta hope they don't gas out. It's 3 2-minute rounds. And we're coming down to the final 30 seconds of round 1, which has been very active.
Wow, Geesey landed some big shots on Spangler, knocks him back, Superman punch there. And then Spangler turns the tide.
Not that. Spangler looks stunned momentarily.
Geesey going to the well again with that spinning hook kick. We've seen that several times already.
Time called by Jimmy Neely. Was that a low blow, perhaps? Not sure. Put him in neutral corners.
Punching after my breaks, okay? When I break the fight, you stop, okay?
Jimmy Neely warning Levi Geesey about punching after the break. Just a warning right now.
And of course, if they're tied up, they can punch off the break. They can dirty box off the break. Of course, when Jimmy calls the halt, then that's when you have to stop and then reassert.
Final seconds of round 1.
And here they go, man. Both of these young men swinging for the fences in the closing moments of round 1.
It ended the way it started, and that's a flurry of strikes, punches, and kicks.
Yeah.
You see Scott Hot Sauce Holtzman, of course, UFC fighter in the corner of Spangler there, Ben Harrison as well.
Yeah, these guys doing so much for mixed martial arts here in the region. Of course, over here you see David Robbins, the head coach of American Killer Bees. His face so prominent here at Valor Fights.
Yeah, David Robbins, such a calming person to have in your corner. He never gets too high or too low, even in his own fights. And here's a quick replay.
Yeah, you see Spangler with that stiff right. I'm sorry, Levi Geesey with that stiff right.
Smaller cage here tonight in our beautiful outdoor venue. Yes, we are outside, of course, under the roof at the shed, but it is a beautiful night here in East Tennessee, in Maryville. And here we go, touch of gloves, round 2 underway.
Spangler closing the distance again. Spangler sort of making this a dirty fight. Geesey having none of it.
Spangler charging in after Geesey lost his balance momentarily after the kick.
Geesey looking great, but again, I think he may be going to the well with those spinning kicks a little too much. Maybe set those up a little more.
Yeah, Spangler's been able to charge in when he's missed with those kicks.
Oh, that was a
nice.
stiff teep right there from Levi Geesey.
Now hold of the leg by Geesey. Superman punch. Very active with the kicks.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Jockeying with those kicks. Both men landing shots. In this first fight here at Valor Fights 49. So much in store here tonight.
Big deep breath by Geesey, and then he charged in with a flurry. So these guys are trying to get some new juice.
And again, debut fighters here. I know, I've worked with fighters and have seen this position. I know they are both exhausted. And it really, you know, your first fight, that adrenaline dump, right there about halfway through the second round, you're really, really feeling it. Having to get back up and keep going, it takes a lot out of you. It's just a testament to the guts of these two young men, 17 years old.
Yep, and fighting through. Spangler might have been stunned momentarily, but he's charging in. Uppercut just before the break from Jimmy Neely by Levi.
And again, Spangler closing the distance. Geesey just throws him off.
Wow.
What a way to close it out.
Last punch landed by Geesey. Scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds, and Spangler a little wobbly, and he trips over his stool. And Spangler still stumbling out of his corner. That is not a good sign.
And you see it right here. Spangler charging in. Geesey meets him with that left teep. I think this is the most significant strike of that second round.
Yeah, I think they're asking Spangler to be honest with him and how he's doing. Yeah, that was a stumble into the stool and then a stumble forward.
Yeah, and of course, I'm certain it has a lot to do with fatigue.
Sure.
But, you know, fatigue and damage go hand in hand in the sport.
Yeah, and still, it's amateur, it's junior. You want to protect the fighters. So, of course, corner that camp, that's what they're doing. So.
Geesey sounding off in the corner again. He sounded off coming into the second round. He sounded off here again. Man, he's excited to be inside this cage.
Neely, one last check, and we're underway.
Here they go.
And maybe Geesey noticing that Spangler was a little
I think it's a very close fight right now. Both rounds could have gone either way. I kind of had Geesey ahead a little bit in the second, but it could be, you know, 2-0. It could be 1-1. Who knows? And this round is really significant. Geesey landing big here.
Yep.
Two clean head kicks.
Yep. Spangler stunned.
Geesey on the prowl here.
Might be close to getting called here. Jimmy Neely's going to step in. Spangler's taking a lot of punishment.
Oh, and down goes Spangler.
I think Geesey can feel it, that he is close to a finish. Spangler charging in, hands down.
1 minute left in this fight. Spangler on wobbly wheels here. Big head kick.
Yeah, Spangler just
down goes Spangler. Done deal. Levi Geesey with the win.
Wow, what a start to the night, and a backflip to close it for Levi Geesey, the 17-year-old with a successful debut for American Killer Bees out of Cleveland, Tennessee.
And I got to say hats off to Levi Geesey, but hats off to Caleb Spangler as well. Two young men giving it their all in this first bout tonight.
Wow, 17 years of age and laying it out like that. What a fight. Both of those guys, a lot to be proud of, but Levi Geesey, he could smell the finish, and he went after it. That's also a characteristic of fighters on even higher levels.
Yeah, undoubtedly, and like I told you, it was really close there. The first and the second, both of those rounds could have gone either way, and so, you know, really that third round was do or die time, and Levi Geesey came on.
So congratulations to Levi Geesey. in his debut. Will move his junior Muay Thai record to 1-0. And Caleb Spangler will fall to 0-1. Let's make it official. Back to Jennifer.
Your referee stops this bout at 53 seconds into the third round for your winner by way of TKO. Out of the red corner, Levi Geesey.